I love this picture because we're both asleep together. And you'd never know it, looking at this picture, what was going on with me.
You know, baby showers and advice. Don't be afraid, this is what's gonna happen when you're in the hospital and things like that. I had the house ready, I had his room ready, I had everything ready to go. It took 10 years for me to get pregnant. I almost lost him twice during my pregnancy, and I had suffered 2 miscarriages prior to that. So when I had to go to the hospital suddenly 6 weeks before my due date, it was kind of my worst fear. But he came and he was 4 pounds. And because he was so tiny, I had to leave the hospital without him. When I went to visit him, I could only hold him for short periods of time because he was in an incubator. And then when I did bring him home, all of a sudden I was overwhelmed with this feeling of fear and incompetence, and I was responsible for this human being and I didn't know how to take care of him. I remember finding any excuse to leave Ethan with my mom. I was sad all the time. That was hard for me to even share with my friends. Nobody said, you may experience these feelings. Nobody talked about postpartum depression. It's very confusing because you feel like, I'll throw myself in front of a car for this baby, and yet, why can't I feel safe around him? Why am I not bonding with him? Looking back, you know, I think it probably was almost a year before I finally heard the words postpartum depression in my head.
Our system delivers 60,000 babies a year. Given the statistics for what we know with postpartum depression, that means 10,000 women a year should be diagnosed with postpartum depression. Sadly, that's not where the numbers are. That's why Dignity Health has decided to bring this issue to the forefront so that we can diagnose and treat and provide all the support systems and resources available to treat and destigmatize postpartum depression and understand that this is what makes for happier moms, babies, and families.
It's 15 years later, and in my case, I'm just now talking about it and sharing. And that's just me, that's just one mother having experienced it. How many other mothers are out there that have experienced it, are experiencing it now? How is it affecting those children and their families? I'm very pleased that Dignity Health is stepping up and doing something about it.